Hello and welcome to the TrueCast. And welcome to our WCBL Week 14 Team Builder versus Z and the LA Slowkings. Now, after our loss last week, which was, I think I was pretty sad after the battle, but it was an amazing game. I have to admit, there wasn't too much hacks actually. Matt came up to me and told me the crit didn't really matter in the end. But the crit's just like the morale factor. It's just so. Anyways, we have to win out the rest of the season to actually make playoffs. It is currently 4 people are fighting for the last 2 playoff spots. It's me, Z, Spectrum, and I believe who else? I think it's Zone. Let me look real quick. But anyways, so our next opponent is Z actually, and we need to pull out this win. And if we win at least one of these battles, it's all up to fate at that point. If we win both, I'm pretty sure we're clinched for playoffs. Yeah, so the people fighting for the last 4 playoff spots, or last 2 playoff spots. 3 if you're counting Zone, but I'm pretty sure he's clinched for playoffs so far. But it's me, CB, Z, and Spectrum fighting for those last 2 spots. And Killua too, but I don't think Killua updated his thing. Anyways. So looking at our matchup so far, Z has Azumarill, Cresselia, Delmise, Emboar, Mudsdale, Livani, Mega Charizard Y, Latios, which is a Z move user, Mimikyu, Selgor, and Tauros. Now, looking at his team immediately, Azu, Cress, and Mega Charizard. Y, on paper, are the most threatening on his team. During Calcs, Emboar and Latios became huge threats as well. And Delmise and Mimikyu definitely can be threats as well. So, first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to establish my 2 win cons. So, if we go to this, our first one of our first win cons is Zoroark. Delta the Zoroark, coding the Rosalie Berry for fairy type moves. Night Daze, Nasty Plot, Extra Sensory, and Sludge Bomb. Oh shit. Second, oh my god, sing. It was just sudden scheduling for the battle. So, first off, we have Zoroark. I've gone in depth with all of these counts. I have a sticky note with everything I need to know. Rosalie Berry allows Zoroark to take a +3 Moonblast from uninvested Crest if at full HP. It's able to live a Banded Azu Aqua Jet from full. Able to live in unboosted Jolly Life Orb Mimikyu Play Roughs from full. I don't really have any more defensive calcs. If we're at +2, Night Daze has a chance to kill Spadef Cress if it's not non-boosted. Oko's max HP non-Spadef invested AV Delmise. It does up to an 87% to Fizdef Muzdale. Oko's Livani. Up to 92% to offensive Charizard Y. Oko's Latios, chance to Oko Mimikyu if Disguise is broken, Oko's Selgor, and Oko's Tauros. Now, we have Extra Sensory and Sludge Bomb as well. So Extra Sensory, Oko's Emboar, +2 Sludge Bomb, Oko's Azumarill, and Sludge Bomb, Oko's Livani as well. So if we can get +2 up, we are good to sweep with this thing. The only problems are his fastest mons, which are Latios, Selgor, and Tauros. So if we can get those 3 mons out of the way, Zoroark is good to just sweep. Next up we have our Mega Altaria. Hashtag never lucky. We're running an interesting set, to say the least. Did my EV get... No, my EVs didn't get messed up. So... Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Return, and Roost. With a speed investment, at +1 we outspeed base 100s. At +2 we outspeed base 145s. At +3 we outspeed Scarf base 45s. Or 140. Yeah. +3 we outspeed Scarf base 145s. The defensive calcs is able to live a +3 Moonblast from uninvested special attack Cresselia, if I'm at full. Able to live Anchor Shot from non-boosting item Adamant Max Attack Delmise, if at full. Able to live Flare Blitz from Adamant Reckless Banded Embar. Able to live Heavy Slam from Adamant Max Attack non-boosting item Mudsdale. Max Special Attack Timidly Vanny Leaf Storm is a 5-hit KO if it doesn't lower special attack, so we can wall Leavanny kind of with this. Able to live 2 Fire Blasts from Modest Guard Y if at full. Able to live 2 Side Shocks from Timid Life Orb Gladios from full. Able to live 1 Mimikyu Play Rough if from full. Able to live Life Orb Sludge Bomb from Selgor if at full. Able to live Iron Tail from Sheer Force Jolly Life Orb Tauros. If I'm at full HP. So this thing can take a lot of hits if it's at full. It takes 1 hit, Dragon Dance is up, and then the offensive calcs. If I'm at +1, Return Up does up to 94% to offensive Azumarill. Chance to Oko, offensive Emboar. Chance to Oko, offensive Leavanny. Oko's Dragon Claw, Oko's Latios. Oko's Mimikyu after Disguise is broken. Oko's Selgor. If I'm at +2, Return has a chance to Oko Max HP AV Delmise. Chance to Oko offensive Mudsdale. Oko's Tauros. And then if I'm at +3, I Oko's Ardwilo with Dragon Claw. And then at +6, Return has a chance to Oko Fizdef Cresselia. So that's Mega Altaria. Keep in mind, this might take a while, because I have 6 months to go over it. So, next up we have Miss Magius. Miss Magius is Specs, Shadow Ball, Psychic, Energy Ball, and Thunderbolt. This thing is meant to come in and... Well, Zoroark and Mega Altaria are win cons, so what we need to do is pave way for those. So, weaken things that can beat those two, and kill things that can... Kill things faster than Zoroark. Basically what I need to do. So I saw that Spectrum of Magic helps a lot. It's able to live quite a bit. It's able to live the most prevalent stuff is able to live Aqua Jet from Banded Adamant Azu if at full HP. Able to live +2 Psyshock from Underinvested Special Attack Cresselia. Able to live Heavy Slam from Mudsdale if it's the offensive Mudsdale set. Able to live Knockoff from Leavanny. Able to live Play Rough / Shadow Shriek from Adamant Max Attack Life Form Mimikyu. Able to live 3 Bug Buzzes from Timid Life Orb, or no, Modest Life Orb, Selgor. So Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Thunderbolt hits most of his team. It 2-Kos everything, at least. So nothing is taking 2 of these hits, unless it is faster. So if we still really need to get rid of those fastest mons. But nothing is switching on this and taking a second hit. So that's Miss Magius. Next up we have our Donphan. So with our Donphan, the Stealth Rock Rapid Spin, Roar, and Earthquake. We outspeed Emboar if it min speed Emboar. Able to live any hit because of his sturdy. Able to roar out Calm Mind Cresselia easily. Stealth Rocks for Chip. He does super effective against, or it does, the only thing that resists rocks is Mudsdale. It's able to live and play rough from Azu, Aqua Jet from Banded Azu, and the most important part about Donphan is these calcs for Cresselia. Moonblast from 0 special attack Cresselia is a possible 7-hit KO. Moonblast from +1 Cresselia is a 5-hit KO. Moonblast from +2 Crest is a possible 3-hit KO. Moonblast from +3 Crest is a 3-hit KO. Moonblast from +4 Crest is a possible 2-hit KO. And Moonblast from +5 and +6 Crest is a 2-hit KO. That's absolutely insane. So we can bring this in on Cresselia at anything that I feel comfortable with and roar it out. Because we live ideally any hit if we're at full. Earthquake, we live Earthquake from Mudsdale, Play Rough from Life Orb Mimikyu, Giga Drain from Life Orb Timid Aselgor, and able to a Rock Climb from Adamant Life Orb Sheer Force Tauros. So this thing is going to be here to set up rocks, come in on Cresselia, and roar it out. And get rid of hazards because Leavanny likes to set up sticky webs. Next up we have our Granbull. Granbull's supposed to come in basically on stuff that it walls, Toxic, Rest, Sleep Tog, and Play Rock, basically. The defensive... outspeed base, outspeeds Minspeed, Delmise. Able to live, Banded, Azu, Play Rough, Moonblast from a +0 Cresselia Moonblast is a 6-hit KO. Able to live, Anger Shot from Delmise, Flare Blitz from Embor, Heavy Slam from Mudsdale, Leaf Storm from Leavanny has a good chance to 2-hit KO. Now the Spadef investment is for Latios. Hidden Power Fire from Timid Life Orb Latios is a 3-hit KO. And then Psyshock from Timid Life Orb Latios is a 3-hit KO. Able to live a Jolly Life Orb Mimikyu's Play Rough, Giga Drain from Life Orb Selgor, and then Iron Tail from Life Orb Sheer Force Jolly Tauros is a possible 2-hit KO. So this thing can basically, theoretically, live any one hit from any one mon, except for Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y is going to be a huge pain in the ass. I have some offensive calcs. The only really good one is that it does, like, it OHKOs Latios. That's really the only major one. And then our last mon we have is Darmanitan running Adamant Scarf, because the only mon slower than this that isn't super slow is Leavanny, and it's never going to run Scarf, because if he brings Leavanny, it's going to be running Sticky Web, so it's going to be like Sash Sticky Web Leavanny. It's able to live some hits like Psyshock from Crest, Power Whip from Delmise, Knockoff from Leavanny, Fire Blast from Timid Zardwai is a 2-KO, actually. Focus Blast from Life Orb, Timid Aselgor, Shadow Claw from Life Orb Mimikyu. Now, the reason why the Adamant Scarf is so good this game, because it does Flare Blitz does up to 62% to offensive Azumarill, up to 50% to Cresselia. OHKO's Delmise has a chance to OHKO offensive Mudsdale. OHKO's Leavanny, up to 70% to Latios. OHKO's Non-Disguised Mimikyu. OHKO's Aselgor. OHKO's offensive Tauros. And Earthquake OHKO's Embor, Rockslide OHKO's Leavanny, Rockslide OHKO's Zardwai, and Rockslide OHKO's Aselgor. So, Darmanitan's just going to punch holes, hopefully kill the mons faster than Zoroark, so Zoroark can possibly have a sweep, and if the Zoroark one goes out the window, we have we can still punch holes for mons that kind of wall Mega Altaria, because Mega Altaria is really walled by Cresselia, so if this thing can punch holes into a Cresselia easily, that'd be amazing. So, our game plan is obviously set up rocks, roar out to stuff until to get chip, keep sticky webs off of the field. That is key. That is the biggest part of this game is I need to keep sticky webs off of the field. So roar out everything. Make sure Vanny is dead until Donphan dies. Then possibly bring in Miss Magis or Darmanitan if I need to punch more holes. And if something gets out of hand, like Latios or Bandit Azumarill, then bring in Granbull. I might want to keep Donphan alive for stuff like Cresselia, but if we can Toxic Cresselia and we can basically wall it if it doesn't set up too much. And then we bring in Zoroark or Mega Altaria and sweep. That's basically my game plan. And what I'm expecting for Z to bring is Azumarill, Cresselia, not Dhelmise, not Emboar, not Mudsdale, not Selgor, and then not Tauros. Well, Tauros / Mimikyu. So this is what I'm expecting him to bring. So there are only 2 Mons, possibly, that outspeed Zoroark, so if he can get both of those off the field, that'd be great. Definitely, Cress can be a definite problem. He is in love with that Pokemon. So we have to deal with Calm Mind Cresselia early game. Early game. Because if not, and it gets to +6, we're screwed if Donphan is gone. So that's going to be our team for Z and the LA Slowkings. Looking for an amazing battle. I have prepped immaculately, so I don't know how I'd lose this match. Hacks would definitely be a factor, but hopefully it's an amazing match. To a good game, to Z, and comment, rate, subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Want to see more? No? Where look. Bye.